Welcome to another edition of Winners Get Money, Season 3, Episode number 2, you guys. Yeah, sorry about last week. Had some technical difficulties last week at home. We are here. Winners Get Money. I'm James Myers. Got my boy David Ronald. Say what's up, David.
What's up, everyone?
Let's go. Let's go. We jump into college football week 4. We had college football week 3. NFL week 2 just capped. It's crazy. Almost a quarter of the season of college is almost done already. It's insane. It flies. We get it. But anyway, yeah, we're trying to get you guys some money, get you some best bets. Again, just like if you're new to the show, we go over what we learned from last week. We'll recap our best bets from last week, and then we'll tell you what we like this week in college and NFL. So stay tuned. It's fun. We like to have fun on here. We're not some boring guys. We're just trying to make it fun and win you some money. All right, let's jump into it. College football week 3 was last week. We saw Georgia beat Tennessee in overtime. I think it was 41-38 was the final. Both quarterbacks looked outstanding, I will say, Gunnar Stockton. And this was my play. I did admit I had Tennessee in an article write-up. If you guys follow our Twitter, at Winners Get Money, it was 3.5. They won by 3. And gosh darn it, dude. Remind me his name, Tennessee quarterback. I am blanking right now.
Was it Aguilar?
Yeah, Joey Aguilar, who basically was a trade with him and Nico at UCLA. Anyway, your thoughts on the game? What'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. I watched like the first half of it. Tennessee, they moved the ball over the first, three possessions. There was three touchdowns. So you
Yeah.
thought it was going to be a shootout, and then it kind of, dwindled down there in the second quarter. Then third quarter, late third quarter, I think it picked up again. And then, yeah, I mean, Tennessee, feel like they kind of should have won that game.
Yeah.
It just kind of felt that way. We're just watching it. But yeah, I mean, Georgia, they snuck away 3-point victory. OT a little unlucky there with the missed kick, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, just it's the name of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Tennessee had a chance to win it. It's not like they like pissed it away. I mean, they had a field goal to win it. I think it was like a 45-yarder probably, and he just pushed it right.
You
The
just pushed
kicker
it.
just couldn't handle the bright lights. But then he made one in overtime on the first possession, but then Georgia scored a touchdown. Yeah, so Georgia goes into Tennessee and beats them. I mean, I kind of feel like these two teams are, I mean, they seem legit. Like these are two legit teams, I think. Tennessee's offense looks great. And then also remind you guys, Tennessee was missing both their starting corners.
Yeah,
So don't forget that down the road, they meet again. Tennessee may get the best of them if they have those two guys back. But I kind of expect both these, what do you think? I kind of expect both these guys to probably be in the playoff. I do. I think they're both
yeah,
good enough to make the playoff.
yeah. I think for sure. Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like you said, like they'll probably meet each other later on the season. But yeah, both they just seem like they belong early.
Mhm.
A lot of other teams that we've kind of seen early that don't belong or not going to belong. Notre Dame, winless still a couple weeks in.
Yeah. Brutal.
Bama post Saban era just doesn't really convince me.
Mm.
Clemson, two losses on
They're done.
their
Yeah.
schedule again.
Mhm.
So yeah, as of now, it seems like a one loss Tennessee, barring schedule and everything else that kind of happens. It seems like they'll be in the in the picture at least.
Yeah, I think maybe I don't know how it sits up in the conference play, but like they may be on a crash course for the SEC championship. Georgia, Tennessee, they could be, but don't forget. And then that brings me to my next point: LSU, Florida. LSU is one of those teams. They were one of my favorites. Like after week 1, the way they looked against Clemson. Now that may be fool's gold. I may have fell for the trap because of how Clemson looks.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it may not be that great of a win now. Now that they beat Clemson on the road in week 1. I think it was like 17-10. LSU got kind of lucky to beat Florida. Florida was actually looked like the better team for a good amount of that game. But DJ Lagway, the QB for Florida, threw 5 picks. So it's just like, I mean, come on. We're burying our team 5 picks. We know most teams can't overcome that win, especially in college. Pro every once in a while, but just college is even tougher, I think. And but yeah, LSU was able to hold on and win. I think they even I don't know if they covered or not. I can't remember. We didn't have any action in that game. Do you remember?
uh, I want to say they covered. I want to say they won by
Yeah.
10, so I want to say they
Oh, they
covered.
definitely covered then.
They
Yeah.
were like at least I want to say a touchdown favorite. So yeah, they covered.
Yeah, I mean Florida's gonna go through a gauntlet. They got a few tough games the next following week. So I think a lot of people are calling. I mean, last year they were calling for it. I think his name Billy Napier, the coach, he may be on his way out. We had a couple of coach firings. Virginia Tech fired their coach, and then UCLA got rid of Deshaun Foster
Foster.
after just the abysmal start to the season with Nico Ilameva. I mean, they I think all 3 games they lost were Well, except against Utah, the other two, I mean, they were favored in, and I mean, New Mexico, they were two touchdown favorites, and they lost at home.
Yeah, we
So
paid 1.2 million for New Mexico to go to the Rose Bowl and beat them. So it's
that's
like,
insane. That's crazy. So yeah, it was. I told my buddy, I was like, I wouldn't be shocked if Deshaun doesn't keep his job the next morning, and yeah, he ended up getting fired. So
sure enough,
it's
yeah.
yeah. So
Did you
yeah.
know
Oh, go
too? With like the new transfer portal,
ahead.
if the coach gets fired before week 4, you can leave and then you don't have to sit out.
I
You can
did
like
not know
literally
that.
go. Yeah, that's what I was reading. You can go pretty much suit up for someone like next week or
Wow,
whoever it
that
is.
what a rule. That's crazy. I had no idea. Would have never known that. Yeah, I think. And then Texas A&M, Notre Dame. We can cap that real quick. Notre Dame loses because they botched the extra point because Tyler Buckner couldn't handle it. Shout out Tyler Buckner. He's a local San Diego kid. We where did he go again? He went to Bishop's High, I think.
Bishop,
He
yeah.
was a big time recruit at quarterback, and then he came back. I guess he went and played lacrosse at Notre Dame, and then he came back to be the backup quarterback. And poor guy, I'm sure he's going through it, but yeah, that was tough. I saw the highlights, and Texas A&M beat him at Notre Dame too. So good on them. I don't know any thoughts real quick on that before we jump ahead.
Yeah, I didn't watch too much of it. It's just Notre
Hmm.
Dame's 0-2 now. So
Yeah.
supposedly, I want to say if they win out, they can, maybe get into the college football playoff, but it's not looking too well, or
Yeah.
this early in the season at least, because that A&M victory would probably look good on the resume. Now it's,
Mm.
you're 0-2, so
Yeah. Yeah. If they win out, I mean, they'll give themselves a chance. I mean, they have to win out. They don't have a choice. They have to win out the rest of their schedule. So, anyways, let's recap our college football last week. I am overall 3-2. I just had one play last week because we didn't have a show. I gave out Tennessee plus 3.5, so I don't want to know. David had no plays last week. We just
but yeah,
because of technical difficulties. So the prior week we went 1-1. We both were on Duke and OU, Oklahoma, that is, and we both went 1-1. So I'm 3-2 overall. David's 1-1 overall in college. Again, apologize for last week, guys. But this is a new week. We are here. We are ready to roll, as one Stu Feiner would say. And we're here. So let's jump into best bets for week 4 college football. You start us off, David, because I think, again, we have the same plays and we're on the same side. So,
yeah. I mean, a couple good top 25 matchups. We have Texas Tech +3 on the road against Utah, and we both like Texas Tech here. It just seems like one of those games that just seems like it'd be one possession. Can probably go either way. Late field goal we can push and kind of you know go away with the push here. But yeah, I've liked kind of what I've seen with Morton, Texas Tech so
mhm.
far. They got 11 touchdowns. I think he has already one interception.
Yeah.
The quality of play that they're playing, probably not the best early in the season, but it's good to see them kind of getting those reps. And um, you know, that too is like Texas Tech always has that air raid. They're going to play, big play threats, explosive offense. I mean, Utah, who have they played really? It's like they played a UCLA team that just might be one of the
Worst
worst.
teams in the country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally everywhere we're. So we don't really know where we're getting there. Utah is a tough place to play, but just I feel like the momentum's a little bit better on Texas Tech side. So I'll take the +3 here.
Yeah, I'm with you on this. We're both on this, like we mentioned earlier. I like Texas Tech. Tanner Morton's a good quarterback going with experience here. I think this is his second year with the program. Moment not too big for him. Top 25 matchup. I think they'll be able to move the ball in Utah. I think as well Texas Tech can I mean they were one of the top. I know going into the season Texas Tech was one of the favorites to actually win the Big 12. They were kind of like that, a little bit a couple behind a couple teams, but everyone kind of had them circled as well. If they can get this defense going, then they have a real shot. And I mean, this will be their first real test on defense because they haven't given up much points. I mean, but you haven't played anybody. I get it. So that's the argument. But then again, I think, yeah, they returned a lot of guys. They got transfers. I think this defense is going to show a lot more than people think in Utah. And it's a 9 a.m. game. Like we've said before on last like episodes before, if this was a night game, we're probably on Utah.
Yeah,
But this is a morning game. So It's crazy to say, but it really does make a difference with Utah for some reason compared to night and morning. It's wild. They don't lose at night, especially in big games. So yeah, we're taking the Red Raiders here. Anything else on that?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of said it too. If it would have been a night game, they probably have like the blackout. It's on
Hmm.
ESPN, that whole spiel. And the thing too with Texas Tech, I just feel like they're not that they're a better like early morning team, but just it suits them well here. Playing 9 a.m. So what is it? Utah
Oh
time,
yeah, I
11
don't know,
a.m.
11
start.
a.m. probably. Yeah, Central. Yeah.
Like that's an early start for both teams. But I
Hmm.
feel like Texas Tech too. Um, yeah, I just feel like they play better, like say during the
Hmm.
day. But yeah, I guess we'll see. But yeah, I can see a tight game here for sure.
Okay. Yeah, so that's our first play, Texas Tech +3, games at Utah. Our next play, I'll start us off on this one since you led the last one. We're both on Illinois +6 at Indiana, another top 25 matchup. We got Luke Altmaier, the QB, who I've talked about before on this show. I'm a fan of. I think he's solid. I think this is his second or third year there. He's a solid quarterback. He is not going to go in and lose games. He's experienced. I like what I'm getting in the coach. Gosh, he's a Bielema. Bielema, great
Bielema.
coach. Yeah, and I think this is too high of a number. This is just what has Indiana shown me to be laying 6 at home against an experienced Illinois team that might be better than them. And you're laying 6? I just on a neutral, would this line be even I mean it's probably a pick 'em on a neutral. And you're telling me you get 6 point advantage at home. I don't think this like the stage won't be too big for Altmaier. Illinois is I mean they're fighting. They need this game desperately if they want to go to the playoff because eventually they're either gonna have to play, I think it's either Ohio State or Penn State. So they got to have this game. I think this would be a hard fought game, maybe overtime or the last second field goal. Even if Indiana does win, I don't think they cover. Indiana also has the transfer from Cal. Mendoza came over. He's their quarterback now. But Indiana hasn't played anybody. They literally haven't played anybody. We were on Duke a couple weeks ago against Illinois, and Illinois beat the piss out of them. Let's just we were on the wrong side on that one. Illinois looked good in that game. Their defense forced a lot of turnovers, and I think they can do that here. Because this will be a big environment for Mendoza as well, coming over from Cal. Cal really hasn't had a game like this, I feel like, when he was there. So this is he's gonna be in it now, and I think the experience edge goes to Illinois here, and that's why we like the 6. Anyway, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, when I was looking at this game, it just seemed like it should be a 3 point. Either way, like Indiana favored by three. It's like okay, favored by three. Who knows what you take, but getting a whole six, like it just seems like it's too much here. I think these teams are evenly matched. Um, Quarterback play, I think on Illinois, is, like you said, a little bit better. Um, and the thing too is Illinois, they play Duke. We're gonna go back to our viewpoint is gonna be week one against Duke and against an actual like an ACC team. If you look at Indiana schedule, Indiana State, I couldn't even tell you what conference they're in. Kennesaw
Hmm.
State, Conference USA, maybe like in Old Dominion, like all these low level schools that they're cakewalks. So first true test for Indiana here, and yeah, I just feel like Illinois had a little bit better schedule. I just feel like they had the better team.
Yeah. I totally agree. I think they may have the better coach too. But then again, Indiana did make the playoff last year, so both teams are going for the playoffs. This is huge because I think Indiana's got to play just like Illinois, they got to either play Ohio State or Penn State as well. So like these teams like they need this game because they know they're probably I mean, on paper we're counting on Ohio State or Penn State to beat either of these teams. So we're kind of chalking it up as an L already. But yeah, so we're on Illinois +6 here. Anything else before we move on to NFL?
Yeah, I mean, not too many other top 25 games. So,
Mm,
um, yeah, we'll kind of just keep it going. I mean, we're a month in already on the season. So, um,
yeah, let's do it. Let's jump to NFL then. Let's go. We are jumping into NFL Week 3 now. Crazy. I'm not doing so hot to start. I'll admit it, folks. I had a way better year last year so far. Not a good start. I'm 0-3. Well, it's rough. I had the Jets. I did in my write up. If you guys saw an article, I admit it. I had the Jets +6 against the Bills. They got absolutely destroyed. I thought it was a good spot off the Bills with that hard fought win against the Ravens. Defense, I thought would maybe wake up. Yeah, maybe Jets might just not have a defense. Like, because they've always been known for that, and they just don't. And Fields was horrific. He even got hurt. Now this week they got Tyrod. Anyway, uh, and then David is 0-2 overall. I know our NFL is just we're lighting it up right now. He had the previous week. He had the Falcons against who was it? Tampa.
Yeah,
And then they lost and because of Koo, the missed field goal at the end at the buzzer, chip shot too. And then you had Denver minus 8.5 against Tennessee, I remember, at home.
yeah, and they had a chance to cover that too.
Yeah.
Um,
They won by eight,
so
right? I think. Yeah.
1-8, they ended up kicking the field goal. It was a long field goal. I understood why they didn't do it, but
Mhm.
they hit that. Who hits his? It could easily be a 2-0 week, but yeah.
Yeah.
Instead, we just start off 0-2. But yeah, NFL. We said it week 1 too. We're like, oh, not too many players. We're kind of just gonna
Yeah.
ease into it, and this is why you ease into it because the NFL stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I had the Bears. Don't get me started on that one. I gave out Bears +2 or 1.5, and against the Vikings at Monday night, week one, and they just absolutely gave that game away. I don't care what anyone says; they gave that game away. So you can talk all you want about JJ McCarthy. They gave that game away. You can tell the Vikings may not be as good with JJ after what Atlanta just did to them on Sunday Night Football. So anyway, let's do our best bets week three. Start us off, Dave.
Yeah. So we have Commanders -3. They're at home against the Raiders. This is more of a fade on the Raiders. And
Mhm.
we all watched Monday Night. Gino, 3 picks, game on the line, 4 down, just throwing the ball away. Just
Yeah.
didn't even seem like I wanted to be there at that point. But the Raiders, they had week 1 they went to New England, come back home Monday night, play the Chargers. Short week. Now you got to go all the way back to the East Coast. I just don't think it's a good spot for them. Um, on the Commander side, Daniels is kind of up in the air. Backup would be Mariota,
Marcus.
right?
Yep, Marcus
I'm
Mariota.
a big
Yep.
Mariota. Mariota could beat, Gino and the Raiders here.
Yeah.
I'm not really too worried about that if Daniels doesn't play, but if he plays, and even better upgrade. Um, but yeah, I just think I don't know. It's tough for the Raiders, and the Commander should be able to cover the 3 here.
Yeah, no, I agree. Commanders here -3. Mariota's experience. This wouldn't be his first rodeo. Like this isn't his first time like starting. He has so much experience in the league. You're getting a veteran backup, like and a veteran who started a lot in this league as well with Tennessee and a couple other teams. So nothing it wouldn't be a too big stage for him. I think the Raiders are just kind of they got punished by the Chargers on defense a lot, and um, yeah, Gino just kind of until Gino proves it where you can beat a viable team. I get you got to take the team that's better on paper. I mean, Washington was better so far, and I mean it's just yeah, like you said. I mean, the Raiders have only beaten New England, and we saw New England again last week. I mean, they barely beat Miami, and me and you both think Miami's just one of the bottom tier teams. And it's just how good is Vegas really? How good are the Raiders really? We'll see. Remains to be seen. Gino, he yeah, he's average. I mean, he's nothing. I mean, maybe he jumps off the page to you, but he doesn't really for me. I mean, he just doesn't. I don't think he's that much better even than Mariota, probably. I really don't. But I've never been the biggest fan of him, but there's a reason he jumped from team to team as well. But anyway, let's stop bashing on Gino. But yeah, no, I agree. Commanders -3. I think that's a good play here, even if Mariota's the starter. Okay, let's go with my first play. I'm gonna go Steelers. Speaking of the Patriots, Steelers -2 at New England. I'm gonna go with Rodgers. I think they bounce back here against after a loss at home against Seattle. I just haven't seen enough from New England to be like, why would New England cover here? I haven't seen enough. Like their defense is atrocious. I think Rodgers, New England's given up what? They gave up 30 to Miami, and then they could have probably given up 30 to Raiders if they didn't jump out to a lead and just milk the clock. I haven't seen. I mean, these are inferior opponents. We're talking Raiders and we're talking Dolphins, and they struggled with both. They needed a Tua interception on the last drive to win the game. I'm just saying, like, and now you expect me to back them here against Pittsburgh? I'm not. No, I'll take Rodgers. Yeah, he's older, but I think Rodgers will have time in this game. I think he can pick them apart. Rodgers showed in week one against the Jets that if you give him time, he threw 4 touchdowns. So I think Rodgers here will be able to move the ball in New England. And I think it's going to give rest for Pittsburgh's defense, and they'll be able to fire with TJ Watt and those other guys, and be able to get after May and cover the two here.
Yeah, I certainly lean that way as well. It just feels like these like tight spreads just feel like they're like the kind of games that the Steelers like they excel in, and like you got Drake May, what second year in the league now. I just feel like
Mhm.
the Steelers defense is the type of defense to give them trouble,
Tomlin.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it seems like that, like you said, like the Patriots gave up 30 against Miami the week before against the Raiders. Like it's just like you said, like they're not good teams that they're playing. So like
Mhm.
if we look at our the points that we look back on with the games they played, it's not a good schedule, And then the Steelers last week, they were winning that game. They had that really weird like botch kick return, and it just
Yeah.
turned
Led
that
to
whole game.
yeah.
Yeah, the momentum totally shifted from there, and they just couldn't recover. So
Mhm.
I look for the Steelers to be a little bit just to put it out like not a better effort, but just to show like they're a little bit like a class above the
Yeah.
Patriots here.
Any team off a loss, I know I got a good coach in Tomlin who's going to have them ready too. I know I have a good coach in Tomlin. Tomlin gets teams ready off a loss. So, anyways, due to time, let's keep it moving. We're both on the same game here. Our next play. Start us off, Dave. Tell us what we got.
Yeah, Sunday Night Football, our first primetime game of the year, but it's going to be
Yeah.
we have Giants +6 at home against Kansas City. Um, just it's kind of a little bit of a fade, I guess, on Kansas City. I just feel like kind of what we see just that Chiefs magic just doesn't seem like it's there anymore. Like last week against Philly, you kind of felt like, all right, like the Chiefs magic second half, they're gonna start coming back. There they go driving, and then ball tips off a Kelsey pick, and that's pretty much the game. It kind of felt like.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I just feel like the Chiefs on defense they can be scored on. That Giants game last week, Russell Wilson put up over 400 on the Cowboys, so 400 yards passing. So
Hmm.
the Giants they can keep within six. Like not that they have the type of like high powered offense that can get you a cover, but with Neighbors, like you never know. You throw it up to him, and you get to that cover late.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. We're both on it anyway. Giants +6 at home against the Chiefs. I think maybe the offense found a little stride. Yeah, I know it's Dallas, but maybe the Giants have found a little stride in their offense now, a little confidence boost. Uh, Wilson, he used everyone. Neighbors had went off. He had Wan'Dale Robinson. He's using it. Scatterboo got some touches. I mean, they're getting the young guys involved, and I think it's good. And the O line actually gave him some time. Uh, and I think it's just I think the Giants can move the ball on the Chiefs. I just don't see enough weapons from the Chiefs and where they're able to move the ball efficiently. I mean, this is the most I've ever seen Mahomes run to move the chains. I mean, he's already running and running and running. We don't know if Xavier Worthy's playing. Kelsey just doesn't look like himself. I mean, he's older. I get it. He just doesn't look like the all pro that we're used to with Kelsey. Why are the Chiefs so good to where it's, hey, we get to lay 6 on the road in prime time? I don't see it. Both teams are 0-2 too, so you're going to get a. I mean, this is most teams. I mean, this is pretty much the season. You go 0-3 in the NFL, you're pretty like stats back it up. You're pretty much done for the playoffs. You're done, and I think Dable's also coaching for his job. Probably pretty. I mean, it's getting to that point. If Russell loses this game again, then you're going to start hearing calls about Jackson Dart and like, hey, do we start the rookie? So I think you're gonna get a full effort from the Giants here, and we look for the Giants to keep within 6. I can see this game tight, and Chiefs just don't cover big spreads. I mean, we've always said that. We said that throughout these episodes. Chiefs are not a team to cover big spreads. They don't. If it's close, maybe, but not in this spot.
Yeah, the
Anything
thing
else?
too is like I feel like you're paying a little bit more on the Chiefs just because
Mhm.
of the name. Like if you kind of do like a
Yeah.
blind test and you gave a list of stats, a list of 0-2 teams, and then you're like, okay, make this line Giants against Team A. You're probably gonna have that line a lot lower than 6, but because of the Chiefs, oh, okay, so Chiefs like at any moment Mahomes can do what he does. We'll make
Mhm.
this game 6. This
Mhm.
game screams a little bit more closer to 4. Like what have the Chiefs done to be you know that much better than the Giants? I'd say
Yeah.
this far in the season. So yeah, I mean a little bit under a touchdown like be a tight game Sunday Night Football. So
Is this the end of, I don't know if it's the end, but like, is this kind of the winding down of the Chiefs, like kind of reign, you think?
It could be for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, like Kelsey's pretty much on his way out. They can't keep a receiver, from not getting in trouble. It kind of seems the last
Yeah.
couple of years. So it's
Just
like
no
until,
weapons. Yeah.
yeah, it's like until like they rebuild to kind of get more weapons from Mahomes. It almost kind of feels like a one man show right now.
It just seems off. Like they can't move the ball as much on offense. I mean, they're limited too. I mean, Mahomes is getting a taste of what other guys go through. He doesn't have a lot of weapons right now. I mean, Worthy's out. There's no Rashid Rice because of suspension. Kelsey's a little bit of a shell of himself. They can't really run the ball with the running like
No,
Pacheco. They don't really run it that well because I think defenses are more keying in on it now because they like so it's all Mahomes the legs or making a crazy play. I mean, I'm sure he will make a few here, but he may make a crazy play at the end in this game, but I don't think it covers the six. It probably to maybe hit on a game-winning field goal. So yeah, we like the Giants here. Anything else on that?
yeah, that pretty much covers that game. I mean, other
Okay,
than that, in the
cool.
NFL, there's not too much else,
Mhm.
that we kind of considered. Maybe the Jets put a better effort like
Yeah, Tyrod's
this week.
starting. Yeah, I do
Tyrod
love
starting,
Tyrod.
and then
Yeah.
other than that, I think we kind of looked at like the Niners Cardinals a little bit too. We just don't think the Niners are they're not as healthy
Yeah, Mac
this
Jones
season.
starting. Hmm.
Mac Jones, yeah, Purdy's going to be out. They're missing Ayuk still. Their number one is was it the draft pick from last year, Pearsall, guy got
Pearsall,
shot.
yeah, Ricky
He's
Pearsall.
he's wide receiver one right now.
Hmm.
That's all kind of banged up. They started off the season, so um, yeah, that was a kind of interesting game too that we looked at. But other than that, yeah, just keep getting data points as the season
Hmm.
kind of goes on to see what these teams are.
Yeah, and look for write-ups too as well. I do some write-ups here uh with another company to and I posted on our Twitter page as well. Yeah, and just look for tweets from us guys. Again, winners get money. Please give us a like, subscribe. We really appreciate it. You guys following us as well. I think that kind of wraps it up.
Yeah,
Send you guys on your way. Yeah. Again, yeah, two plays each in NFL and college. Just about three of the four games, Dave and I are in, like have the same play. So look for that again. We'll tweet it out and upload our video. So yeah, again, follow us at Twitter. Winners get money. Anything else, Dave? Before we go?
no, I'll do it. See you guys
Cool.
2 weeks. All right, just see you
Yeah.
guys
Oh yeah,
next
yeah.
week.
Again, I forgot. I'll be out of town next week, guys. Sorry, work and stuff. And so yeah, no show next week. We'll tweet out some stuff. Maybe have a write up. Yeah. So 2 weeks we'll have another video up. So yeah, best of luck to you guys. Follow us again and get those bet slips up. Let's go. All right, see you guys.